Hello friends, this is Amy. Let's get crafting. I'm taking just a little old crate that I had picked up for like a quarter, and I'm not sure if it was just some vegetables or I don't know what was in there. It says something about pine. And just taking, and I want to make it into a shelf unit, so I'm just looking at this piece of wood. It's a scrap piece, and I'm going to make a shelf, and so I duplicated the ends, and then I'm also taking that wood and I wanted to make it look like a barn, so I sketched out a little barn shape and put it on there, and I'm just going to use my scroll saw and cut those out. And I recently got my scroll saw back to me, and I have been really enjoying using it, and I can see that I'm going to really enjoy making some ornaments again. I used to make Christmas ornaments with this little scroll saw made out of wood and paint, and I really did have a lot of fun with that and look forward to doing a lot more with that. You can see our little dog Maggie in the background as I'm cutting this out, and my husband is being so kind to film this for me. We took our edges and we're just trying to make it so I can make it more three-dimensional, and I'm trying to come up with something so it has something to adhere to, and I'm using wood glue, and that way it is not going to come apart. And so, you know, things would fall off and we'd giggle and laugh, and we clamped things, and so I'm just adding to it just so you can see we're making it into a barn. And I let it dry and sanded it, and now I painted it white with the white Waverly chalk paint, and everything looks pretty good, and it stood up fine. I took the Waverly steel color and just dry brushed some of that silver on there, and or gold or gray I should say, and just to give it a little weathered look. And then I did sand it quite a bit just to rough it up too. I'm using some stickers from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to make the words Dairy Fresh, and using, this is a tip from a subscriber, to use the ruler to help with that, and it did help a lot. I just had to adjust, and just making a little ribbon here for the top. It just kind of makes it more country looking, and adjusting, and I'm just going to adhere that to the top with a little hot glue and trimming those edges to make a dovetail. And there it is. A cute little decor piece. This is a collaboration hosted by Jaime at Board or Bananas. I like her channel. She's got a lot of fun things. Check her out. You will be inspired to make some fun DIYs yourself, and I will have that link in my description box. DIY number 2. This is from Dollar Tree. It said Lady Boss on there, and they're like ceramic. And I had actually sent for some napkins because I wanted to do some napkin decoupage art stuff. And so it's a 3-ply. I took it apart and then I laid it on there, and I could see through it. So I thought, okay, let's put the white on there. I could still see through it. So I decided to get some of my, I've got some enamel paints that you would use on you know, if you're going to do a car or you know, those things that boys like to use. I don't know. My brothers used to paint, you know, the little model cars. I allowed that to dry, and then I just applied it down with the Mod Podge where I liked it, put it on the front side, and then it was a little damp, so I was able to tear it away. At first I started cutting, but then I kind of liked how it gave it a rough, like you know, neat little edge there, and just took more of the ribbon and made a bow on that, and that was just such a cute little decor piece, and it turned out exactly how I envisioned it. and it fit nicely in my new little dairy fresh decor piece that I made just before this. And the third DIY is another easy one. This is one of those yogurt containers, and I got it for $0.10. And these are the koozies that I never use, and people give them to you. And so I saved them because I thought I'll use them for something. And so I rolled them and tried to make it into somewhat of a pumpkin shape, make it more plump. And so just hot gluing those on, and I put some inside and put a little of the foam, floral foam in there, and just tuck with some pretty fabric. And I just manipulated it a little bit. And then I had a little stick, because the Dollar Tree has little packages of sticks, so I put that in there and I glued that down in there and I twisted it so it kind of came together. Then I added some sunflowers that I bought at Hobby Lobby, and this is a jute string that has wire in it, and I wrapped it around to get a little coil, and I trimmed it down. Added that with some leaves, and I had a little pumpkin, and it turned out really nice. And it kind of went with the blue that's in the prior DIY, and when you see it all together, you'll see what I mean. I think it turned out well. There's my glasses, because half the time I can't see when I'm doing things up close. I have to take my glasses off. Isn't that crazy? And here it is, and you see in the background there's the blue. It matches. It fit in there nicely, and the pumpkin went nicely. The pumpkin did fit in there, but it was a little tight, so I put it right next to it. And then the little decor piece right above that was from a previous DIY project video, and there is the Dairy Fresh display piece. I really had fun with this. I hope it inspires you. Decoupage is really quick and easy, and you get a really cute, project when you get done, because you're basically showing off what's on that napkin. So collect those napkins. It's kind of fun. Thank you again for checking out this video, and I want to do lots more, and I look forward to showing you some fun things and inspiring you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.